Hey, what's going on, guys? Dino Gomez here. Welcome to Dynamik 365. All right, so what this is the world's fastest intro to on-page SEO. We're keeping this super basic in intro. We don't want to scare anyone away here, but we are going to show you guys enough on-site SEO tips and tricks that it's going to kind of be like the 80-20 rule here. So if you guys learn these basic SEO on-site rules here and then go ahead and take massive action right away, you guys are going to see a massive jump in your keyword rankings immediately. That 80-20 rule. The other 20% is all the really technical on-page SEO stuff. That's more higher end level, more like expertise level that puts you over the top once you're on page 1 or 2 already. All right, but let's get into this right away. So obviously, as you guys can see, we have Arnold here, and he's chowing down. It looks like he's got a steak, he's got bread, some fruit and stuff. He's got his Gold's Gym t-shirt on, so he just got back from lifting. But the reason we have Arnold here is you guys have heard me reference fitness being like SEO before in the past, and on-page SEO is the equivalent of your diet, if you're into fitness, okay? So let's take a look at this here. So on-page SEO is your diet, and it is the core of your SEO results. Okay, so you cannot overlook on-page SEO. It doesn't matter if you have all the links in the world pointing to your site or pointing to your client's site, or if they're just the most powerful links or whatever they are. You gotta have some good on-site SEO if you're gonna get rankings. Okay, and so the analogy we have here is, did you ever know somebody who worked out non-stop? I mean, every time you saw them, they had their Nike shoes on, and they're in like their sweatpants, and like they're going to the gym, they're coming from the gym, whatever it is. You know they're working out, but they never looked fit. They never looked fit, and you kind of feel bad for them because they're trying so hard, they're working out all the time. It's most likely, it's bad on-site SEO. It's a bad, they probably have a bad diet. All right, so if you're eating cheeseburgers, hamburgers, pizza all day, doesn't matter how much you go to the gym, your results are going to be diminished. Now, granted, there are outliers, and genetics plays a part in all that, but that's the analogy here, guys. You got to have a solid base. On-site SEO is the base to your keyword results. Okay. So let's take a look at some on-site SEO basics here. Okay. Try not to get too technical for you guys out there, but the first thing you want to do is you want to use your keywords a lot. Okay. And we're going to show you guys some real-life examples here in a moment, like we always do. But you want to use your keyword in the title tag. And we're going to show you right now. You're probably like, what is a title tag? All right, so I was just looking for that Arnold Schwarzenegger photo. So I typed into Google Arnold Schwarzenegger eating. This is a title tag. These bold blue sentences right here, those are the title tag. It's the title of that page. Okay, and so that's how Google knows what your web page is about. You gotta let Google know by putting your keywords in your title. All right, so those are called title tags, and you want to have your keywords in that title tag so that Google knows what your web page is about. Okay, so that is what we're talking about there. Keyword-rich title tag. You also want to have your keywords in the meta description. Okay, the meta description is this little text here. Okay, and so you want to have keywords and your secondary keywords in here as well. Your main keywords up here and some more keywords in the description of your site right there. This is where you convince people to click on your site rather than someone else's. All right, now this is something that is debatable. What I've come to learn is that people are still not using the keywords enough on their website. All right, so I use keywords on my site, on our client sites, on my affiliate sites, literally verbatim 2 to 5 times, and it's an extremely high number. A lot of people say just use it once, or they go after some made-up percentage, use it 0.2% of the time. All that, I just use it several times, guys. It's pretty simple. Like, start off using it twice. If you're not getting the results you want to see, try throwing it in a 3rd time and then see if you get results. Again, we're going to show you guys what we mean there. You want to link your website pages together using keywords. Okay. You want a keyword-rich URL structure. so that, you know, the URL structure is, you know, what this actually looks like here. And so this says training with Arnold. So if these guys actually wanted to rank for this keyword, Arnold Schwarzenegger eating, this should have said / Arnold Schwarzenegger eating.com. You know, that helps Google know. This says bodybuilding nutrition. That should have said Arnold Schwarzenegger eating.htm. Now that is if they wanted to rank for this keyword. They're just showing up here because they have some relevant content, but that's the example there. All right, and then video and image optimization. You want to have relevant videos, YouTube videos on your sites. That definitely helps with rankings. And any images you add to your website, you need to identify those images and put your keywords in what's called the alt tag. That lets Google know what your image is about. Okay, so enough of that crazy gibberish there. Let's get into some real-life examples real quickly so you can see what all this basically means, and then this will help you guys learn. All right, so what we're looking at here is we're logged into our SEO dashboard for one of our clients. This is a sporting club. They are San Diego's premier health club and gym. All right, so we've been doing their SEO and marketing for a while. Over the last 30 days, you can see their Google rankings have gone up 85 positions, okay? And you can see how their rankings, these are the keywords, here's their Google rankings and how much they've gone up. Okay, so let's take a look at some of this stuff here. You know, some of these keywords have fluctuated down, and that's basically because Google's changed what type of results they have on the home page. So let's show you guys what we're talking about. Here's the keyword, San Diego Health Club. All right, we're going to open up live search results here. So boom, there's our keyword at the top, San Diego Health Club. And actually Google has already updated this again. So as you can see, this is an ad here. Here's one result. It's of an actual magazine article. Second result, third result. There's our client as the third result right there. They're actually listed again down here. So we have them twice on the first page here for this keyword. Okay, so let's see. Let's look at another example. San Diego Gym, they've moved up one position. Okay, and so we're going to look at live search results. So there's the keyword phrase, San Diego Gym. Now this is how crazy San Diego is of a fitness city and how much everybody's into it. You're probably wondering why I'm always talking about Arnold and giving exercise examples and stuff here. There's so many gyms, personal trainers, fitness and things going on here in San Diego that if you type in San Diego Gym, the first 4 results aren't even websites, or aren't even like actual gym websites. Here's a magazine article of the top 10 gyms and health clubs, and then this one, and this one are all Yelp results because everybody's yelping where's the best gym and place to work out and boot camp. Extremely competitive. So the first 4 results, Google's not even going to give a particular gym an opportunity to be there. You got to scroll down to the local results, and now you're seeing some real estate going to actual health clubs. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's our client number 5. So we have them moving up. We're sneaking them up here. We want to get up to World Gym here. But yeah, there they are, the sporting club. Now what we can do is we can click on their site, and let's show you guys exactly what their site looks like, what's going on here. Okay, so the sporting club, we want to rank for health club and gym and fitness and personal training. So we actually didn't have much say what was going on up here. They had a different web designer doing some stuff. But we did get in our SEO 2 cents about what we needed to have happen in order for them to get rankings. Okay, so here, we're using the keyword phrase San Diego Gym, and it's actually in bold text. All right, so like we said, you want to use your keyword phrase several times per page. Okay, over here we added a YouTube video, and the YouTube video is titled San Diego Gym. Okay, we did that on purpose, all right, because Google owns YouTube, and so we want to have a relevant video here related to our keywords, San Diego Gym. All right, so we have the video there. If you scroll down some more, we added in our keywords here again. San Diego Gym, Health Club. Here's their address, and this is helping with them in local results. And then even here in the footer, we have more keywords. San Diego Pool, Spa, Personal Trainer, Gym, and Fitness. Okay, and those all click over to the relevant page. But you see, we use San Diego Gym at least twice on this page. We got Health Club in. Here's the word gym again on this page. If we had our option, I would be using it again right up here. That's a quick example for one of our clients. We're actually going to show you guys another real example. This is another local client. We can't show you guys our national results. We've been getting some amazing national results for a couple of our clients we've been working with for several years. But we can't show you guys those due to, I forget what privacy, or I forget what it is, but a non-disclosure agreement. There it was. But check this out, guys. This is ridiculous. This is in the last 7 days. All right, last 7 days, moved up 101 positions in Google. This is for an electronic cigarette shop. My buddy's electronic cigarette shop that just opened here in San Diego. I told him he would want me to do their SEO if he wanted to kill it, and this guy owes me money or something, or I don't smoke electronic cigarettes, but he definitely owes me because I'm absolutely killing it for him right now. So take a look at this. His shop is in a part of town called Point Loma. Okay, so here's a keyword phrase: vape shop Point Loma, 8th spot. Santee electronic cigarettes, that's another suburb in San Diego, 4th spot. Santee e-cigs, 1st spot. San Diego electronic cigarettes, 10th spot. San Diego e-cigs, 10th spot. First page, first page, first page. These are all first page rankings here. Point Loma, San Diego, Point Loma, all different versions of them, all on the first page, all in the last 7 days. Okay, so I mean, we can go ahead and we can take a look at this. Point Loma electronic cigarettes live results. All right, so there is the search phrase. Again, Google loves Yelp for local results. Okay, and so we're going to show you guys some Yelp tricks here in the future. But look at this. We couldn't even rank for this keyword phrase in the top 4 spots if we wanted to. Yelp, 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 and Yelp. And we actually have the first organic spot for our client. Okay, this is our site too, so we actually have 2 first page spots. But let's take a look at our website we built here, and we're going to explain and break down the on-page SEO. Okay, so first thing to notice, here's our title tag, San Diego electronic cigarettes. Okay, that is our main keyword phrase. All right, you'll also notice, and this is a big part of these ridiculous results, is that our actual domain is SanDiegoElectronicCigarettes.com. Okay, so I've actually bought that over a year and a half ago because I saw this industry getting ready to get really, really big. So I snagged that domain. That's a big part of results. But yeah, so here's the title tag, keyword in the title tag. Another part of town that we wanted him to rank for was Point Loma. So I used Point Loma in the meta description here. All right, we used vapes because sometimes electronic cigarettes are referred to as vapes. We used e-liquid because people are looking up specifically for e-liquid. Premium e-cigs, we used e-cigs in the title tag because e-cig is just another way people search for an electronic cigarette. You guys are kind of getting that, so I'm going to click into the site. Let's take a look at what we have going on here. Now, I just threw the site up for my buddy. Like I said, I wanted to do him a favor. Threw the site up for him, so I wasn't trying to get super fancy on looks and stuff. Like, I just told him I was going to get rankings and drive people into his actual shop. So mission accomplished there. But let's see what's going on here. The very first thing we have on this site, and I love that I own this site because I was able to do exactly what I wanted to do with it from an SEO perspective. And so, I didn't have to go back and forth with the client about usage of terminology. But right out of the gates, San Diego electronic cigarettes, our main keyword phrase. I used it right there. Bold text, vape shop. Okay, there's another keyword vape shop. Another part of town we wanted him to rank for, Point Loma. So all of this is being used right away. Talk about the different e-cigs and some of the different products he has. And if you scroll down, again, I used the keyword phrase again. So that's the second time already I've used it verbatim, San Diego Electronic Cigarettes. And notice this is in a bold text. This isn't the small text. Google actually gives you extra, kind of like call them bonus points if you use your keyword in what are called the headers. So this is like a header text. So the keyword's being used twice already. It's in the header text right here, vape shop up there. But then if you scroll down, I mean, here is just electronic cigarette and a subheader text. So as you scroll down here, you're just going to see me using that keyword phrase more and more. Talk about the shop. It's in Point Loma. Here at the bottom, here's our keyword phrase again, San Diego e-cig shop, the address. At the very, very bottom, here it is again, one last time, San Diego Electronic Cigarettes. And then again, Point Loma Electronic Cigarettes, because that's another part of another suburb that we wanted to rank for. So let's click on Point Loma Electronic Cigarettes. Let's go over to this page of this website that's talking about Point Loma Electronic Cigarettes. Okay, so that keyword phrase we're using on this page of the website. And so that's what's cool to know, is that you don't always have to use keywords all on the home page. That is a really, really big kind of beginner SEO mistake. You want to use different keywords for different pages of your site where the content is most relevant. So this page of the site, we wanted to make all about Point Loma Electronic Cigarettes. So that's why I'm using it right there. Boom, it's right there. If you come up here, let's look at the actual URL itself. So this page is actually the Contact Us page. Now it could have been San Diego Electronic Cigarettes.com/contact us. That's what would seem normal. But we made it About Us Point Loma e-cigs. We wanted to get our keyword in the actual URL. We'll show you guys how you can do that another time. But see, having it up there, and we used it here again, all that's going to help with our keyword rankings. Okay. So let's go back over to these SEO basics. So now you guys saw we used the keyword in the title tag. We were using it in the meta description. We're using it several times on the page. You saw how in the footer we are linking keywords over to other pages. I just showed you that keyword-rich URL structure that is right here. Seeing how all this how all this plays its part. All right, so the last little thing we want to show you guys. Here are a couple takeaways, a couple must-dos, a couple must-knows. First and foremost, guys, always use WordPress. Okay, I cannot stress that enough. Always use WordPress. Google loves WordPress. WordPress will be so easy for you to use and learn, and it's it's very SEO friendly. It'll make you look like you're some type of awesome web designer when you can barely drag and drop or type. Just always use WordPress. Just trust me on that. Don't ask questions. Use WordPress. Then use WordPress Yoast plugin. That's an SEO plugin that's going to help you, set your title tags and meta description and do some other cool stuff. We'll walk you through that plugin sometime. Make sure your website has 10 pages. All right, so build out your website, add different content to it. That helps a lot. Make sure your website's fast. So have good hosting. If it's slowing down and stuff, try and make sure it doesn't have a virus. Otherwise, Google search how to make your website faster and do that. Maybe in a future video we'll cover that. But yeah, that's all we have for you guys right now. This has been a little bit longer video, but we hope this really helps you guys to understand how to do on-site SEO. Just think of Arnold. Remember that diet is very important. And go through these SEO on-site basics, and your site is immediately going to increase in search engines right away. Alright, so that's all we have for you guys right now. We'll catch you guys in that very last video, which is basic link building. Alright, so until then, we'll see you guys out there.